Aries, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for 2024. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. In this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for 2024 is the Sun. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Pentacles upright. So your biggest challenge, Aries, from now until the end of the year is the Sun. And the Sun is a really positive card in the tarot. So the Sun is all about life. It's a giver of life. It is happiness. It is fulfillment. We're going to clarify this and see why it's your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do feel for many of you, there's definitely something here about transitioning. Okay, transitioning from the past to a new beginning. Okay, and there's two stories I have for you. The first story is some of you tried to have a new beginning with someone from the past, but it took a very long time for maybe this to happen, or it took a long time for you to move away from the past to have some sort of new beginning. So there was definitely some sort of transition that took place here. For some of you, this was with a water sign, maybe a Cancer. I'm also getting maybe another Aries. I'm also getting maybe an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, we're going to clarify that and get more information in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Ten of Wands, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So in the present moment, with the Ten of Wands, something's become very difficult. Okay, or it's coming to an end. Something that's been very difficult is coming to an end. A lot of you have been diligently working on having some sort of new beginning or working to move towards a new direction. Now, others of you are looking for maybe a new job, or you're looking for something that you can do that is going to take you out of this energy of burdens, difficulties. I'm also getting like a check to check energy. Okay, that's not for all of you, but for some of you. Either way, I see a new beginning, something new that you're going to be embarking on. We're going to find out more in a moment. In the near future, you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So it looks like for you, in the near future, something comes to an end. Something that's needed to come to an end for quite some time. It looks like it ends up coming to an end. Things are closing out, but things close out very quickly here. Okay, and it could be between you and an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We're going to see when we clarify. Okay, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, Five of Cups. There's definitely some sort of disappointment here with an earth sign. Okay. And by the way, this is a very specific message. So, you know, if you're watching this and you're like, doesn't resonate, it's not your story because you don't really need the reading. Okay. So just, you know, it looks like you and a, particular person, doesn't look like things are working out. There's disappointment. But one of the things that I feel for you, Aries, is the fact that even though something is coming to an end and a cycle is closing out, it looks like a new cycle is coming in for you. Okay. And I think that's the main focus of this reading that is coming up for you. Okay. So let's do some clarification. Okay, the Sun is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with recognizing the importance of independence in 2024, okay? So what you're learning, and I've mentioned this many times to you as an Aries, that your whole every sign, okay, in the zodiac has a function. They have something that they're living to achieve, to grow. Okay, that's why we're here, to improve ourselves, not to just stagnate and be the same person that we were last year. This is about becoming the best version of yourself the year moving forward. And I think for many of you watching this, what resonates the most with you is the fact that you want to be self-sufficient, you want to be independent, you want to be able to attract the type of abundance that you believe you deserve in your life. And you have a challenge here, and your challenge here is to recognize this year in 2024, what opportunities are coming into your life to allow you to build that, to become that independent person that you want, not looking outside of yourself for that, but doing it for yourself. Because one of the things that you may or may not know in Western astrology, which is what's coming up for you, you have the North Node in your sign. South Node is in Libra, which means a lot of you are either closing out relationships or you are disconnecting from relationships that are not serving you anymore in order for you to learn how to be independent on your own. So if you're somebody who is oftentimes parts of groups, or you're with a clan, or you're working with certain people, a lot of you are going to recognize that it's time for you to break free towards something that you can do on your own to facilitate your own abundance. And this is what's actually going to make you extremely happy. And this is what you want. So that's a big part of your challenge in 2024. All right, let's talk about the past. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do feel that many of you got involved with somebody who was questioning the relationship that you were involved with in the past. So this is someone from your past that they were constantly questioning whether or not they wanted to be with you. They were constantly maybe questioning whether or not they would be happy with you. And I get this sense here that because this person took a really long time to figure out what they wanted, it really bothered you. And it got you to this point of realizing, maybe I should just have a new beginning on my own. Why should I wait for this person when I should just have a new beginning on my own? Yeah. Because what you wanted in the past was you wanted something stable. And I feel like this person who constantly questioned you and questioned your motives in terms of wanting to have a new beginning, it's almost like you or this person, not you, but this person made you feel like, oh, well, maybe Aries isn't good enough. Maybe Aries isn't really for me, right? So a lot of you started to pull your energy back from this person, and you started to heal, and you started to focus on yourself, and you started to go on this journey on your own. And this is where it all started, okay? So even if this is love or business, a lot of you in the past, you were forced to disconnect from something here because you didn't feel comfortable in it, or you didn't feel wanted, or you didn't feel like you fit into that. And that was your journey that you started. It's like the fool's journey. Even though we have the Three of Wands here, it's like you wanted to see what was out there, what's bigger and better for you. It's like, okay, what's out on the horizon for me? What can I achieve and accomplish? It took you a lot of inner strength to have this new beginning on your own in the past, okay? Especially because you wanted, some of you even started to have a new beginning with someone else, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe a Leo, okay, in the past. So you ended something here and you had a new beginning because you didn't want to feel like you were in a place where you weren't accepted or you weren't loved, okay? Now let's clarify the Ten of Wands in the present moment. Okay, the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Chariot, the Tower, the High Priestess. Okay, so for those of you who never had a new beginning in the past, you wanted to, but you didn't have one. And again, I'm just going to let you all know, because some of you contact me and you say, well, why did I buy an old reading? And it's not just your sign, it's everybody else. So even if you're not an Aries and you're watching this, well, you need to hear it. Time is irrelevant in these readings. So even if I put a time frame on it, it doesn't matter because I can tell you, today X, Y, and Z, but you don't get around to doing X, Y, and Z until 2025 or 2026. So the reality here and what's actually taking place is some of you never had a new beginning and you still want that. And this new beginning isn't like any other new beginning. It's a new beginning that you want to enjoy. It's a new beginning that you want to feel like, oh, this is a part of my destiny. So for many of you, something in the present moment has gotten really hard because it's time for change. and you're either close to change or you don't see this change coming and it's creating problems. So if you're watching this and you've been going through problems or things in your life have been breaking down, intuitively you know it's time for you to move on from something. But you either continue to hold on to it, which creates more issues and more problems. And this is a very important message to you because as you transition into 2024, there will be changes. And it's going to be up to you to be able to adapt to those changes in order for you to grow, because you're too attached to something here that's breaking down. And it's becoming difficult, okay? So this could be a job, that you need to move on from. It could be you starting a new job. It could be you moving into a completely new direction and turning your back on a job that's not helping you grow the way that you need to. Because this is what your challenge is. 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles in 2024. This is independence. This is becoming financially independent, but also seeking out opportunities that can allow you to do that. But that also requires you to take initiative, not to wait for other people to do that for you, okay? And this is why somebody ends up leaving you or you disconnect from them in some way, shape, or form. Tell me more about the 8 of Pentacles in the present moment for Aries. You have the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and you have the 10 of Swords, okay? So for you in the present moment, there's a really strong energy of a relationship coming to an end. And I feel like this is related to your work, like I mentioned. Excuse me, one of the things that you need to consider and remember is the fact that you have a lot of money saved or you've made a lot of money from this job. And if this is a relationship's coming to an end because it doesn't work anymore. And it doesn't work anymore because something here isn't stable. And by the way, when I say something isn't stable, I'm not going to be specific because it's a general reading. You have to identify what in your life is breaking down. And then you need to look at that and say, well, how do I need to change in order to make it better? And if the other person doesn't want to change, well, then you need to change yourself to become better. Because everything's a reflection, right? Everything's a reflection of who we are and what we're doing. So for many of you, something here is coming to an end and it's forcing you in a way to look at what needs to change in order for you to move into a new direction. When you start to look at how you can move into a new direction, that's when things are going to change for you. That's when you're going to have success because you've gone out on your own independently and done what you need to do. And if you can come into this independently, providing something independently outside of this connection that you have to make it better, that's when it's going to improve. Because something needs to die here or transform for you to get success. So the question you need to ask yourself is, and it's hard, right? Because you're like, I don't know how. I don't know how. You are clinging to the past, even though something here is done. But there's a new opportunity for you if you're willing to look at the options, because there is options. Okay, so let's talk about the new beginning. There's something new that's coming in for you, a new direction, if you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone. And by the way, stepping outside of your comfort zone means not being lazy. Because a lot of us, the problem with most people today is they don't want to step outside of their comfort zone. They want everything to be easy for them. And you don't get rewarded for easiness. You don't. Like, that's the reality, right? So yeah, this is you taking action. You have 2 choices in the present moment. You can choose to be upset, worried, and cling to something here, or you can choose to take action and accept the changes. And that's part of this new beginning, because this new beginning has everything to do with you taking action. If you're not willing to take action independently on your own, then you can't expect to be rewarded for that energy that you put into something. And that's why things are difficult for you in the present moment. Okay, so let's talk about the near future. And look, there's an opportunity coming in. Do you see this opportunity? Or are you just focusing on, crying over spilled milk? And a lot of you may watch this and say, man, you're harsh in this reading. Guys, I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm here to help. I'm not here to tell you fairy tales. Fairy tales aren't what, brings prosperity. That's an illusion. We already live in a world of illusion. We need to learn to drop the veil and see what reality is really, delivering to us, okay? So let's clarify the 10 of Swords. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands. You have the Four of Pentacles and you have the Eight of Swords. So for you in the near future, there's definitely something here about feeling stuck. Okay. And I'm going to reiterate this again. And I'm going to say, you know, if you're watching this and you're saying the reading doesn't resonate, it's negative, the channel's only for people who need help. It's only for people who truly have issues and they're looking to free themselves, not people who are living their best life and they need somebody to stroke their ego. I'm not here to, I don't have time for that. Okay. I'm reading the cards, what I see and what's happening. And in the near future, it looks like for many of you, you're holding on to something here that's done. You're holding on to something here that's done, that's floating away from you, that's moving away from you. And again, person, place, or thing, love, business, romance, family. It doesn't have to be in a romantic nature. Even though this channel is called The Love Messages, it is called The Love Message, that it's a loving message, not a criticizing message or a message to put you down. It's a message to wake you up, to realize that some sort of change is coming in. And I think that's what 2024 is about. A lot of you are, again, there's two groups of you, okay? And that's what I've been getting in these 2024 readings. There's groups of you that are choosing to take a leap of faith and step outside of your comfort zone to achieve everything that you truly deserve in this life. And there's those of you that are clinging on to the past. And when you cling on to the past and you refuse to grow and you refuse to change as a person and become a better person, life gets more difficult for you. And this is the true reality. And this is what people are going to face, because what people are doing in 2024, as we move into the age of Aquarius in March, Pluto is going to be moving out of Capricorn into the sign of Aquarius, which is going to affect all of us. And I will talk more about this on the channel as I have time to do this. A lot of people are clinging on to the past. And changes are going to come in as the months go in, as we get to March. So, and we're going to talk about this in the extended. So I will have an extended below. And in the extended below, I'm going to go through month by month by month. And I'm going to deeply go in and channel everything that you need to know, okay, for your personal development, your love, your business, and all of that. So in the near future, you're clinging to something. And there's two of you. There's two groups of you. Here's group A and here's group B, and you have options. You have a choice between two paths, and these two paths are either to cling to the past or accept something here that's coming to an end. Yes, and a lot of you are choosing to move into a new direction, which is going to take time for you to do. Okay, tell me more about the Knight of Wands in the near future for Aries. Ooh, you have a long reading today. I spent more time on you. You needed it. Two of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, you know, again, you have a choice, right? An offer, I do see an opportunity coming in for you for work, but you're going to have a choice. And if you don't take action, and if you're, you know, waiting for people to help you and you're waiting for people to do everything for you, that's what leads to failure, okay? So you need to take action if you want to take advantage of this opportunity, which can lead to the success and abundance that you've been looking for, okay? So let's get some advice, Aries, for you. Okay, the advice here is the Fool, the Seven of Swords, and you have the Queen of Cups. So your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize when it's time to truly turn your back on things that really are not facilitating this new direction for you. There's definitely something here about deception, lies, dishonesty, not being honest. I don't know if this has been you, okay, but if you have been dishonest or you haven't really been honest about, you know, the direction of something new, or you've been dealing with that from other people, there's something here that happens in your life that shows you it's time to have a new beginning. And the question you need to ask yourself is, why are you ignoring that? Why are you ignoring the fact that it's time for you to have a new beginning? There's something here about becoming overly emotional about something instead of seeing something for what it is. So your biggest piece of advice here is to see something for what it is, accept the signs that it's time to have a new beginning. And the sooner you do that, the easier it's going to be for you to get closer to the goals that you're looking to achieve, okay? So Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.